Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, my name is Vincent Down. You might remember me from such early morning productions as Who Are You? Did we use a condom? What do you mean penicillin won't work? And of course, the ever popular, What's that rash? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, you don't remember me, because I'm not Vincent Down. My name is Bob Smith. Vincent Down is still under quarantine, folks. I'm sorry. Enough about him. Let's talk about me. Well, no, let's not talk about me. Let's talk about why we're here tonight. I come here tonight to discuss a grave situation. Yes, worse than global warming, or as I believe, global cooling. Worse than a rampaging Russia. Worse than economic chaos. Worse than the fact that you cannot trust your government. Worse than global mass terrorism. Of course, I'm talking about the Andrew situation. Minor league has a mercy rule of 5 runs in an inning. The President of the United States only gets 2 terms. Good TV shows are always canceled. The fat lady only sings in subsidized public theaters that you will never have to visit. Drunks get AA meetings. Drug addicts get rehab and methadone. What did Andrew get? Call centers, and he became an escort. So-called commissionaire. This all came about, all going back. It began with Andrew with his prestigious job of gas pusher. But it wasn't enough for him. No, he was looking for some escapist position. So he wanted to become a Manny. Yes, a Manny. Where did he want to become a Manny? England. Which makes it not so bad, you know? Get to fly across the world, get to hit on some British chicks, and he doesn't even have to learn a new language. So, you know, I was alright, okay. He's gonna be a Manny. So he's getting all ready to go over there, and guess what? A hoax. Andrew was hoaxed by the Brits. Who gets hoaxed by the Brits? I mean, Nigerians, the call centers, the fake IDs, the fake credit cards, identity theft, but hoaxed by the Brits? It just doesn't happen. I mean, only Andrew. After this debacle, he took a caretaker position for the old and demented. He seemed to fit in and really enjoy it, you know, his kind of people. It was as a caretaker that he fictionally earned his nickname, The Undertaker, among his legion of imaginary friends and the rest of us in the real world and general population. After he took this position as Undertaker and he really got into it, his boss decided to give him 0 hours. And he was forced back, falling into the hole of call centers, something we promised never to do again. This pattern has to break. It was just an unfulfilling career that was Andrew's problems. We wouldn't be here today, ladies and gentlemen. If that's all it took for an intervention, there'd be 160 million being scheduled right now. As the playful commercials on careerbuilder.com show us, demand is there, but that's not why we're here. So if it's not just an unfulfilled career, why are we here? Well, he's still living with his parents. He moved from living with his parents to living in a roach motel. I mean, they were like that, and they were everywhere. I mean, I saw them with my own eyes. And these glasses, I mean, I'm not blind. There really was roaches everywhere. He went from living in a roach motel to living in the basement with a litter box right there beside him. I mean, the smell must have been just awful. You had the garbage to his right, the litter to the left, and if that was enough, I mean, I guess technically it's a dump, but it's technically called a residence. But also living in this residence was his ex-girlfriend who happened to be his roommate now. I mean, I think we've all seen this movie before, how it ended up. It wasn't long before Andrew arrived home one evening to find the police looking for him, you know, and Andrew's a nice guy, or else we wouldn't be having an intervention, we just wouldn't care. Ends up his landlord phoned the police. Why was the reason, you're thinking? Well, for some reason this night the landlord wasn't passed out. Usually she is. This night, for some particular reason, she wasn't. Strange, but it happens. Anyways, the police showed up and they're wondering why they were there. They're told by the landlord to evict Andrew, and they're like, well, why? And they couldn't find a reason. There's no reason. And she just phoned them and tried to get Andrew evicted. I mean, that's just his lot in life. I mean, it's horrible. Anyways, as a result of this injustice, Andrew had 30 days to find a new living arrangement. Well, I guess he must have spoke about it at work because his boss arranged a complicated three-way. And get the visions out of your mind, people. It's disgusting. It's not as dirty as it sounds. This was an apartment hopping arrangement, not, well, the next YouTube video that you're going to be looking at. Anyways, this apartment ranging hopping was involved with his boss. And, well, his boss didn't hop. Andrew and his ex-girlfriend and roomie-to-be were left homeless. I mean, unlike so many homeless though, Andrew and his roommate, who happens to be his ex-girlfriend, who broke up with him 1 month before he planned to ask her to marry him. I mean, I was going to be the best man. I suspect they were not just good roommates at this point in time. I suspect they were girlfriend and boyfriend, though they strenuously both denied it. Anyways, both of them were given shelter by Andrew's parents. It's weird. Should have been a TV show about it. Maybe there'll be a movie. Anyways, such good people his parents are. They invited them both in. After about a month of this ridiculous situation, he finally moved into the place where he was supposed to hop with his roommate. But unfortunately, there was no happy ending. His boss promptly gave him 0 hours, and I guess he was bitter over the apartment arrangements. I heard lawyers were getting involved. I don't know the particulars, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter. Sadly, Andrew and his roomie, / unofficial girlfriend, / ex-girlfriend, / pre-fiance, were evicted. At this point, his unofficial girlfriend decided that she wanted to be his unofficial ex-girlfriend again. Ladies, you can cry at this point. We'll take a brief time out for the ladies to recover.